Now, the video we're watching, although there's a lot of blurry stuff there, this is where they realized they were in trouble, right there. You can see them like, I'm getting away from this. Him checking the pulse right now. He's checking the pulse.
Oh, my God.
And but you don't see them take out you don't take off the end of the cuffs. You don't see them roll them over and start breathing for him. Look, they're like, hey, well, where's the pulse here? What's going on?
Because they're preserving themselves.
And then they sit him up like that because they didn't know what to do with a dead person that they had just killed. It really is exactly the opposite of what he needed. That to me, listen, if I were that attorney, it's that stuff I'd really zero in on.
Dr. Drew last night talking about the case, and also talking and speaking out is the woman who shot all that video. And that is the wife, now the widow of this man who lost his life while in police custody, or while they were taking him in custody. Still, we're waiting for the autopsy and toxicology results. But take a listen to her going after police.
They do not have the license to kill. They have the license to protect. They swear under God to protect our community. And we are more afraid and scared of the police than we are from the criminal.
All right, and again, police were responding to a call of a disturbance. The disturbance was actually between the mom and her daughter. She admitted striking her daughter. The husband kind of didn't have anything to do with it. Trinity and Tanya back with me. Let's start here. To me, one of the important things that has to be determined is when did he die? Now, Dr. Drew's looking at this, and he believes at the moment he's in custody and handcuffed that he's dead. And when he's propped up, he's dead already. How important is that going to play into whatever happens to the officers or what happens in a civil case?
I think it's going to be important, Vinny, and I think it's going to go back to what you guys were talking about earlier, but if the toxicology report and a potential autopsy, I mean, trying to really figure out what went wrong. I mean, was it from the pressure of having, 5 men on top of him that blocked his airway, his head turned the wrong way, or was there something else? And I think that's going to be significant if you can figure out and tell when was the moment that he lost consciousness, and should they have stopped and done something else? Yeah,
and Tanya, if they take his pulse and he's dead already and they don't try to revive him, to me that's beyond outrageous. So, I'm not making a judgment on whether he was or wasn't dead. I have no idea. But to me, if in fact he's dead and they're not attempting to revive him, that tells us a lot about what's going on here, if that's what was happening.
Right. If that's what happened, then it looks like they're in cover-up mode, because what do? They don't take any action to try to revive him. They sit him up and prop him up in an effort to make him look like he's still alive. They tell his wife that he's still okay when they know that he's not. So if that is the case, if that's the case, that's huge. If that's the case, that's
and there's emergency medical personnel who respond. We don't see that on video, so their take on all this is significant as well.